WWE SmackDown, a pre-taped go-home show for WWE Crown Jewel, featured a weigh-in between Logan Paul and Rey Mysterio ahead of their United States Championship match tomorrow. Paul is heavily favored to dethrone Mysterio and capture his first championship in WWE. SmackDown also advertised Bayley vs Bianca Belair, the Brawling Brutes vs Pretty Deadly and Kevin Owens vs Austin Theory. Last week's broadcast of WWE SmackDown on FS1 garnered 1.145 million viewers. Roman Reigns didn't ask Milwaukee to acknowledge him because this was a pre-tape and he already did that gimmick in this same city last week. Roman Reigns became the latest WWE Superstar to call LA Knight a ripoff, this time saying Knight was cosplaying as my cousin. Weak bars. LA Knight cut a spirited promo on Roman Reigns and talked circles around the tribal chief ahead of his inevitable loss in Saudi Arabia. Grayson Waller was on commentary and knocked it out the park per usual. Kevin Owens got a surprisingly easy win over Austin Theory, whom WWE refuses to protect despite wins over the likes of John Cena and Edge. Corey Graves said Chelsea Green and Piper Niven were the underdogs in this match. But he said it as if it was rare for Green and Niven to be underdogs despite the fact that Green just won her first ever singles match this week. Michael Cole said the only way Green and Niven could win this match is by keeping Charlotte Flair on the apron. Charlotte and Shotzi seem in line to get a tag team title shot, and given how frequently these belts change hands, and how weak their champions are, I wouldn't be surprised if Charlotte and Shotzi won. Paul Heyman rattled off a slew of nicknames for Solo Sikoa, including the Sergeant-at-Arms and the Assassin. They were all winners. In the middle of a Heyman monologue, Solo Sikoa surprisingly took the mic and called out John Cena himself. "Let's go Cena." Chants were not accompanied by any chants of "Cena sucks," and it felt so weird. John Cena, clearly losing his voice, selling the Samoan Spike, said, "I can do this with half a voice, and it will only take 90 seconds to cook you." Cena then hit Solo with some brutal nepotism bars. Around the 90-second mark, Cena kept cooking by calling Solo Sikoa a bargain basement Taz ripoff. Just days after Taz shouted out John Cena on Dynamite, both teams donned full gear, including fuchsia crop tops from Pretty Deadly, despite this being a good old-fashioned Donnybrook. Butch delivered a brogue kick to Kit Wilson after Elton Prince was put through a table. It was not nearly as effective as Sheamus OG Brogue Kick. This crowd was clearly fatigued after sitting through the last SmackDown, but came alive for the tables. This was very well produced and done away from the ring and in a press conference setting, like a real weigh-in. I love how seriously Nick Aldis takes his job. He did a great job moderating the weigh-in. Official weigh-in. Logan Paul, 213 pounds. Rey Mysterio, 175 pounds.